Yo! Oh my god. I hate Rocket League so much. Oh, let me just mute this. Sorry. I had the AC going. I need to actually cool off. Yo, everyone's here. What we got, man? What we got for reactions? Of course. Of course.
Alright, here.
Hold on. I don't have any audio. I'm about to get doxxed. And just got leaked. GG. Oh, it's so over. Does that work? No, it does not. Why? Can y'all hear it? Can y'all hear it? I cannot hear anything. I can't hear it. I think y'all can hear it. Why can't I? Well, that's dumb. Why is it doing that? I'm having troubles again. Oh, I'm a dummy. You see this? My headset wire. Let's replay this.
Alright, here. Drink this. What is it? Shut up and drink it. No! I said drink it, bitch!
What do you have me reacting to?
The fuck? The fuck are you trying?
Yo. Get me out of here. Bro's trying to get me just wiped off the face of YouTube. Y'all scared of dinosaurs? Y'all scared of dinosaurs? I'm not. Oh my god. I'm not gonna watch Eminem's Trouble the whole thing, no. We're gonna watch Analog Horror. That's what we're gonna do.
Monitor baby triceratops like the one you see here. Hey, darling.
What we have here? That's right. A velociraptor. Velociraptors are extremely fast.
Seems to recur every 6 weeks. Symptoms include imbalance, disorientation, and labored...
This got weird real
You know how
quick.
I said that for me, analog horror is one of the scariest types in the book when it comes to getting genuine fear reactions?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
you may call me even crazier after I let you guys know that there is something out there.
Rexy, I swear to God, I'm not gonna say this again. I'm about to get wiped off the face of YouTube if I play that. You hear me? The first 10 seconds, he's just cussing out the mic. What do you want from me?
They're far more sinister that shakes me to my core. Don't get me wrong, I am a huge Jurassic Park and dinosaur fan, and when I was little, I used to be a huge nerd about them. But oddly enough, as I got older, the fear started to grow. I have a theory as to why, because this couldn't have come out of nowhere. You see, I began to have some ridiculously terrifying nightmares about getting chased by a T-Rex, or just being in—
Speaking of getting chased, y'all want to hear my nightmare? Dude, I was having a good dream. I was like walking along my streets, you know, where I usually just walk, but it was at nighttime. And I looked down this dark alleyway, like, not really that dark, but you got like the back door lights on in the alleyway, and it's just a tall black. Okay, that sounds weird. But it was a tall, black, cloaked kind of guy. And this isn't the first time this happened to me. This has happened to me like 2 other times where I've had this like kind of dream. And I immediately knew in this dream that he's gonna start chasing my ass. So I started hauling it. And I got faster over time. I did get faster over time. I was going a lot faster.
close proximity to one. And I gotta say, even though it's a dream, that feeling of pure terror is absolutely real, because even when I wake up, I have to give myself a minute to recover if I ever have a T-Rex encounter in a dream. But even to this day, I still dread the thought of having to go through another nightmare with a T-Rex attack. If you stick around to the very end of the video, I tell a specific T-Rex dream that has me traumatized to this day, so be sure to stick around. But this video is not about my personal fears about dinosaurs, but a horrifying combination
It was like a cult that was coming after me. It was weird.
I had the misfortune of stumbling upon on YouTube. Jurassic Park analog horror. I just know that diving deep into this realm is certain to bring back the terrifying dreams tonight. However, fears are meant to be conquered, so let us all hold hands as we enter this realm of which not many come out the same. For those who have been living under a rock your whole life, the Jurassic Park movie was based on a book written by Michael Crichton, and I've yet to read the book, even though I want to. But from what I have seen and heard, it's a horror book. Downright, they are meant to strike fear into the hearts of readers, and if the movie, which I don't even think it was supposed to do, was able to strike my heart with fear, then I have no idea what would happen once I get to reading the book. One day I would really love, however, to see a movie reimagining that adapts more of the horror elements that were in the books. Even though the book had child murder, but I mean, come on. When it comes to analog horror on YouTube, there are tons upon tons of Jurassic Park entries out there. So let's not waste any more time and get into these terrifying dinosaur horror pieces. All links will be down below.
In today's video, we will be showing you how you should act when a dinosaur decides to attack into a vehicle that you are in.
To start off this ride, we have a video of safety collection tapes. I'm sure safety isn't even something we need to worry about. I think we're all okay. Our video begins as a hostile dinosaur safety video. Section 1 is an HVA emergency. This seems to be if an herbivore dinosaur starts going a little rough on the Jeep. Luckily, we can just call security and they can play noises off the speaker to scare off the dinosaurs. Section 2 is a CBOE emergency. Seemingly,
So you're telling me there's a noise that dinosaurs just don't like and they just scurry on? Like you're like 500 times the size of a human and you're scared of a sound. Like what?
we get a power outage as the island gets lots of tropical storms.
This will cause the fences in the park to shut down, meaning that a carnivore like Joker viewing of his tape is prohibited.
Well, that was certainly something. We flashed through a bunch of images consisting of the T-Rex eating people, this weird long-legged dinosaur, a bunch of velociraptors, and even a flash of Robert Muldoon from the book and movie. This has already been something else entirely when it comes to these analog horror tapes. The fact that the movies didn't delve into the horror potential it could have is an honest tragedy. After the flashing images and loud noises, we get a voice telling us that viewing of this tape is prohibited and to discard it immediately. Uh-oh guys, looks like we are going to immediately break these rules because it's time for the next entry in the safety
It's always how analog horror is. We're not allowed to view these tapes. These tapes were never meant to be found, you know.
Action tapes. Velociraptor escape tape. See, oddly enough, I never had horrible nightmares about velociraptors, so I don't have such a visceral fear response when I sense one approaches. Who knows, maybe this video will change it. Escape tape. See, oddly enough, I never had horrible nightmares about velociraptors, so I don't have such a visceral fear response when I sense one approaches.
Look at that!
Who knows, maybe this video will change that. This video begins on an audio log of someone stressfully telling someone that there has been a breach in security and that the raptor is on the loose before we quickly cut to static. Before we are met with footage of a clearly broken through fence. It doesn't look like just the raptors got out, however— oh, fuck me.
Whoa!
After that nightmare,
Where did that come from?
You're welcome to an instructional velociraptor video, making sure to mention how fast they are. These raptors certainly have it out for Robert before we are met with another flashing image spree. We are then met with footage from what looks like inside a cage, where raptor eyes peer from the dark before jumping out at us. Almost straight out of the first movie, we are seeing found footage from the kitchen, and we are not alone. As our poor character tries to make it out,
the kitchen part was like the worst part of it all.
Raptor is just too much as we get pounced and eaten. So far, it doesn't seem like these tapes specifically follow a narrative, but let's see if this third episode ties anything together. This next entry has us back following another safety guide. This one has to do with a Stegosaurus encounter and preventing the animal from going into a panic. We are instructed to keep flashing lights and alarms away from its vicinity, before we are told the very honest truth that 14 men totally did not lose their lives on August 5th, 1997 due to a Stegosaurus encounter.
We definitely did not have 14 men die from a Stegosaur encounter in August 5th, 1997.
Sure, buddy. We believe you. Our tape glitches out and a face is flashed at us before we hear a phone conversation between an InGen employee and Henry Wu. He's also from the movies. He's this guy. Our employee is in a frenzy, seeing as how he was chased into an office building late in the night by something very large that looked like a crocodile. Uh-oh. We occasionally flash to a map showing us where the Spinosaurus is in the building and where the worker is. Unfortunately for our worker, the dinosaur has already gotten his scent and is headed right towards him. I believe it's hinted at here that Henry is the guy behind the security tapes, but I'm not too sure. We check security cameras to see it's making its way closer. At this point, the Spinosaurus has made its way right down the hall. After asking for help, Henry tells us we are history and that we will be remembered, as if pulling a funny prank, until big eyes peer through the glass. As the Spinosaurus makes its way closer, our poor employee inevitably gets eaten up. Only after this, we are shown an instructional video about the Spinosaurus, said to be a very calm and lovely animal during the day, but one gets especially rowdy and hungry for flesh during the night. I don't know about calm and lovely, but I mean,
You know what's the coolest way to go out? If you get struck by lightning, you know? Like, you know? Yo, what's going on? The coolest way to go out, in my opinion, is a lightning strike. Like, if lightning hits you, you know?
We'll see. It seems as if, however, there is no escaping this dinosaur, as if you are caught outside with him, he probably has already heard and or caught your scent, and you're screwed. Plus, the doors get locked at midnight, so you are basically just lunch. We watch and see just that very thing happen to another poor soul before one of the more unnerving scenes in the series of entries.
Basically. It's basically a flashbang. You can call it a flashbang, but a lightning strike.
Is this trying to tell me that the Spinosaurus is much more sentient than we could have guessed? After this, we fade in on a newspaper article talking about the worker who was found dead in an office. The top and bottom of his head were reportedly completely crushed and ripped apart. We see near the bottom that one of the suspects behind his murder is Henry Wu. Is it possible that he orchestrated this event to happen? Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there are any answers to be found just yet, as I imagine there is more to come out. Who knows if the creator will decide they want to put more episodes out? I would really hope they do, considering this series looks like it's going into a very interesting direction with the Spinosaurus. Next on our list, we have the InGen tapes. This series follows a son whose dad, Dennis Todd, went missing at Jurassic Park during the opening years working as a security officer. Out of the blue, he's left a box of VHS tapes, and after being instructed by a note to distribute the tapes, he decides to do so by uploading them to YouTube for us to watch now. The first—
Okay. Why are you going to YouTube? Honestly.
First video is glitchy footage of what looks to be underground somewhere, with a robotic voice repeating that Dennis Todd was found dead in his security office in Warehouse 13.
Todd was found dead in his security office in Warehouse 13.
Before we cut to an InGen security logo. Not very long, only about 30 seconds, but enough to put you into the world's atmosphere just awaiting us. Next entry is Hostile Encounter Training, going through what we can pretty much already expect. We are shown 5 crucial and life-saving steps to survive a potential dinosaur attack. My first step would be to crawl into a ball and accept defeat, as I would be too struck with fear. But luckily this isn't my job. Our steps are pretty simple. The first step is to not move no matter the distance. Second is to send a distress beacon with your radio. 3 is to stay calm. Yeah, okay, good luck. 4 is to stay still if approached. And 5 is to only move after the creature is handled with. I wonder who this woman Megan Diego is. I am assuming she's probably a perfect example of someone who got attacked. As we move on from the photo, we learn it was not only her last day, but also her first day, and that she didn't watch this presentation. Imagine missing the security training video on how not to get killed by a dinosaur, and that immediately leads to you being killed by a dinosaur. Just like the first video, the sun is back in the description to give us a bit more details on the narrative we are following. He googled the woman and confirmed the fact that she did indeed work at the park and disappeared in the same way. Our third tape covers an incident of a tropical storm hitting the island and reaping absolute havoc. After cutting away from what appeared to be a commercial for the park, we are shown an emergency message for said tropical storm, and we are warned to seek shelter immediately and to stay away from any of the enclosures. We then cut out and see an InGen security report on the storm. 2,500 visitors were accounted for, except for a measly 17 people. It looks as if 12 of those 17 were then found later on, however. Not all was happy and fun, as there were unfortunately 2 casualties. Caught on security cameras were a total of 7 dinosaurs leaving and roaming the park. 3 have been found, but 4 of them still remain missing and just roaming the area. All visitors were removed from the island, and according to the public, the reasoning was due for maintenance repairs, and whoever made this report doubts the real story will get out anytime soon. We learn the identities of the 2 casualties being Clyde and Amber Jones. It appears they had a camera on them brought to take nice trip photos, except this was the only picture that they were able to take. Following this entry, we begin by watching a silly little Jurassic Park McDonald's ad before we cut out to another video from InGen Security. We are then being shown about the relocation project.
I just got spoke gibberish, bro.
This basically consists of moving all the high-risk dinosaurs away from the public park and moving them over to Site B, which is a park they do not want the public knowing about, it seems. What nefarious actions do they have going on at Site B, I wonder? We see images of each dinosaur being moved over. Each is pretty hard to make out, and Asset 87 has no photo at all. However, right after, we are met with some cryptic messages. They lie and lie. A kingdom of lies. They brought back the dead and something else. And that is the latest episode of this series. This is a pretty small channel with some good potential in creating a really good Jurassic Park analog horror, and I would love to see it played out further. What's funny is since all these different analog horror series being about Jurassic Park and including a lot of similar characters and location names, makes it feel like all of them are interconnected in some way. So if a Spinosaurus comes up in any of these next ones, we are going to have a problem. This next one is only one video, but it is honestly the reason I wanted to make this video, considering it is literally my worst nightmare come to life. The San Diego incident. This video is completely found footage and takes place during the second movie, The Lost World. We follow someone in their house with their camcorder filming because they heard a really loud rumbling that is setting off sirens, as if an earthquake in the area. Before we hear that—
I love these kind of videos. This kind of style of video made me scared of The Oldest View. Because it's like, it's a simulation. You can tell it's a simulation, but it's like super realistic.
That loud bellowing roar. Our character runs downstairs and goes outside. It doesn't take long for street poles to start falling over and cars to get thrown through the fence. The footsteps grow louder as we look around in fear, before the sight of a large tail hovers above, before the whole head shows itself.
God damn, he's ugly. Oh, your whole entire...
My god, I think I almost shit my pants. This guy getting this close and flashing his light is crazy, I tell you. I'm not surprised when this happens.
He's about to stomp on your crib, bro. Oh my god!
I definitely just shit my pants.
Just like
This is literally
throw a
a
pen
scene
in there or
ripped
something,
right
there
from
you
my
go.
dreams. I can't really
Hey, what's
describe
good,
the
Freddy?
pure
How's it going?
fear I would feel when I would wake up after having to endure an
This
entire
is dinosaur analog horror, which is kind of nerdy to say, I guess, but
T-Rex encounter while I was just trying to
That's
hang
kinda
out in
cool.
my house or enjoy school. There was always a T-Rex around the
that sniffing
describe the
action was
pure
crazy.
fear
Look
I
at
would
the
feel when
sniffing
I would wake
action.
up after having to endure an entire T-Rex encounter while I was just trying to
Yo, he is loving that smell.
hang out in my house or enjoy school. There was always a T-Rex around the corner to come fuck my dreams up. A cool fact, however, is that this whole scene can be played out in PlayStation Dreams, where it looks like you can control the camera and the zoom. Actually, after digging around, it looks like this guy has a whole fan game in development. That is really cool.
Oh, that is cool.
The creator just uploaded a development update, and if you have a PlayStation Plus, I think you'll be able to play it. I know I'll be certainly checking it out because it looks like a horror game in Jurassic Park, and that's incredible.
What?
I know this is cheating, since this is
You're telling me this guy is making analog horror and a game at the same time? How much time do you have on your hands to do that?
technically not analog horror, it's just an animation. But this channel
Oh.
makes these really cool animated horror
bad.
short films. A lot of what I've seen looks like it is meant to do what we all wanted to see since the beginning, a faithful adaptation of the pure terror of Jurassic Park, the books. It isn't live action, but this guy's animation is really good and really feels like I am watching a film. Their shot composition really shows they know their stuff in
Dude,
the
that crow is so cool.
animated world and in the filmmaking one, and I'm a huge fan of their work now. I just got done checking out their Nedry episode, and it was truly something else to get to see that scene played out the way it was supposed to. The one that introduced me,
Bro
however,
is praying for. Oh my. He prayed before he got bitten off, dude.
was the infant short film. And for all of my Jurassic Park book fans out there, I'm sure you know exactly the road that video leads. While all entries mentioned prior weren't analog horror, it still shows how much horror is tied to the Jurassic Park IP.
Yeah.
And as it should, I must say. Dinosaurs are really scary, and the idea of these giant reptile creatures that can just completely obliterate you is awful.
your house.
Especially when they enter from
They
your
can
dreams.
obliterate your
It's
house
not like
in
the
seconds.
original trilogy or kiddie movies by any means.
If they
I was
wanted
still
to.
horribly frightened watching them when I was little. Hell, it is probably just because of my T-Rex trauma, but when I first saw Jurassic World, I had to be about 14,
Wait,
and I
did
was
he
scared
just
kiddie
shoot a
movies by
bullet
any
at him and he
means.
didn't
I was
even
still
move?
horribly frightened watching them when I was little. Hell, it is probably just because of my T-Rex
Wow.
trauma, but when I first saw Jurassic World, I had to be
My
about
bad.
14, and I was still tensed up the whole time because these movies are just anxiety-inducing nightmares. I actually haven't seen Dominion, but I heard not so good things, so I'm a little afraid to anyways. Last thing I want to mention that seems cool is that these analog horror series that were based in Jurassic Park seem to get some inspiration from potentially leaked or unreleased concepts that were going to be used for like potential Jurassic Park 4s. I watched these two videos on it, and it really seems that like the first video with the Spinosaurus potentially being sentient could have to do with like the human dinosaur hybrids that this video talks about, and that other series that seemed to be having to do with Site B, which this video talks about being a potential script for the 4th movie. I don't know, I just thought that was cool that these analog horror pieces are technically taking what we could have seen in Jurassic Park 4 and actually like playing them out and showing them to people. But that's about all I have to say with this video. I'm sure there are tons
is
upon tons of
crazy.
more analog horror Jurassic Park videos out there worthy of your attention. And by all means, I will be sticking around to see if these creators make any more entries into their stories. I would love to see all of them continue on to see where they take us. But before I forget, I have that dream to tell you guys who stuck around. This is being narrated directly off of my notes
Oh,
document,
man.
unedited, so if there is some
think I
silly
can show
wordings,
you.
it's because it was more than likely 4 a.m. and I was half asleep and still recovering from fear.
Damn, I still
But
got my
here we
money.
go. This starts at my house and I'm with a couple of friends. And it's like one night a year dinosaurs come back and roam around for whatever reason. I don't have the answers. But we're preparing and shit, and we are stacking up on food and stuff, and honestly, I'm horrified. I'm starting to not be able to handle it. It isn't nighttime yet, but we are starting to put some shit in my car as a backup, just in case my house doesn't work and things fuck up. And then lo and behold, a couple minutes later,
What
there's
the-
a
I'm
T-Rex
done.
walking around
It's
in my
over.
backyard. This of course makes Jax, my tiny dog, let out a couple
over.
barks, which made me almost choke his ass out. Jaden, my loud friend, was also with us, so it was a mix of fear, but also slight curiosity of peeking ever so slightly out of the windows. I guess Jax had a bark
Yo,
that was a little too
you gotta
loud,
eat
and the
them
T-Rex
windows,
was
man.
like, "This is it, boys," and started ramming his ass into the house. Then suddenly out of nowhere, my father in his big truck does this literal impossible ramp up into the backyard to speed around the T-Rex and distract it.
What am I watching?
To get it to chase him. But once he gets around the house, which is out of the dinosaur's line of sight, he does this Tokyo Drift Fast and Furious move where he drifts behind the trees as a hiding spot. I guess only a couple seconds after that it was morning and time for the dinosaurs to go back. Thank fuck, this was terrifying. I fucking hate dream dinosaurs. Yeah, clearly I wasn't very happy when I woke up from that. But if you stuck around to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching, and be sure to give the video a like and a subscribe, and leave a comment down below about your scary experiences with Jurassic Park, whether it be the movies, the books, or the horror we are witnessing now online. But other than that, I will catch you guys in the next video.
Dude, that was good. Hold on. Let's see. Streamlabs. Oh my god, my computer's about to blow up. Computer was not meant to handle this. That's the alert box. Go back. Cloudbot. There we go. Let's see. Wow. 53 hours, man. I think I can just show this page, right? Yeah, I think I can. So you got 53 hours. Dude, that's insane. Anyway. Try and play Roblox on stream. Do you want my computer to blow up and just start a fire? Honestly. I could try if we don't want to do any more reactions. But like 4 Plus has got some good content here. Okay. Have y'all watched The Oldest View? This right here. Have y'all watched this? Do Vita Carnus? True, we have to watch all of these, true. Have y'all watched The Oldest View, though? The Oldest View is crazy. Alright. We can sit here for a little bit. Okay, hold on. Viewer discretion is advised. You got gore, flashing lights, violence, death. Yeah. So if y'all don't like it, yeah. Federal law provides yeah. Wait. Okay. My bad. I thought that said something.
On planet Earth, life has thrived for millions of years. Creatures big and small have found ways to adapt and evolve to flourish in all types of environments. From barren wastes to lush forests, life can be found. Earth has homed these creatures since the dawn of life itself. Only until very recently, things have changed. New life forms have appeared all around the globe and completely changing the balance of nature and what we know about evolution itself. That is why we, at National Living Meat Research, have been studying these new
living meat. Oh my god.
species, trying to help educate everyone about these creatures
Can you turn the audio down? Yeah, I can. It's a little loud.
and their wondrous ways of life. First, what are these new life forms? Since their explosive arrival across the globe in 1931,
Dude, that's insane. As soon as it hit 1930, boom.
there has been much debate on what these newcomers are and where they came from.
It
Are
went
they
off the
extraterrestrials coming to invade Earth? Or are they demons who come from hell to purge humanity? From what our scientists have discovered, no. The origins of these creatures are solely to Earth, miraculously out of nowhere. We don't know why or how, but one thing is for certain, Earth is now their home. What these creatures are is mysterious and still not well known today. But here is what we do know. These creatures are comprised mainly of muscle tissue, organs, and bones.
Oh.
They greatly resemble animals with no skin, or store-bought meat.
What? So you're telling me these things are just skinless? They ain't got nothing on them.
Because of these characteristics, they have been named accordingly as Vita carnis. The carni
Yeah.
species consume decaying, organic matter, but their main diet is composed of raw meat, not including their
No.
carnis relatives. The carnis only appear in places where there is an abundance of crawl, which leads to the first creature of the carnis species. The crawl.
Yo, y'all ever get like a headache?
The crawl is a
right
growth
here?
of meaty
Like, I'm
tendrils
getting
that
one
closely
right
resemble the small intestine, the only difference being the dark red coloration. These tendrils grow in a similar pattern as vines, mold, or fungi.
there. Oh.
A primary stem structure is the host to divisions of other,
Oh
smaller
my
branches,
God, dude.
and each tendril contains a variety of veins, arteries, and other similar organs used to transport nutrients absorbed from its surroundings. The ends of these tendrils are equipped with organelles used to absorb water and organic matter necessary for growth.
What is happening?
The source of these organic materials is mainly found in dirt and soil on surrounding surfaces. Using its root-like tendrils, it absorbs the material and processes it into usable energy. Although, the crawl also obtains energy through another means. Using a sophisticated form of photosynthesis,
Oh,
the dark pigmentation of the smaller branches is ideal for absorbing sunlight,
as soon as it absorbs like literally everything, you're cooked.
and therefore allowing solar energy to fuel the crawl's growth. Because of its efficiency, it thrives in almost all types of environments, easily allowing it to spread across the world, and can be found pretty much anywhere. Its recent inclusion in the ecosystem has caused many major changes in nature's balance. One may assume that the crawl's presence may outcompete any other competitors, but due to its unique life cycle, where old branches fall off and decay into nutrient-rich compost, all forms of life seemingly flourish instead. The crawl's abundance grants plenty of nourishment to all animals, from plants feeding on the decayed crawl, herbivores thriving on increased plant population, and carnivores feeding on both the abundant prey, and are able to eat the crawl as well. The presence of all these animals leave behind waste, which will be broken down and consumed by the crawl, and the cycle begins
By
again.
the crawl. You're telling me this thing right here is called the crawl? Why? Why?
This form of symbiosis leads to an environment where all populations thrive. Humanity also uses the crawl to our advantage. Because of the
Yo, that's a weird shape for human, I can't lie.
supernatural rate of growth and its richness in nutrients, it has been sustainably cultivated into domestic farms.
What? Huh?
Advantage. Because of the supernatural rate of growth and its richness in nutrients, it has been
You're telling me these guys are just farming these things now? Or what?
sustainably cultivated into domestic farms.
Yo.
The crawl is harvested and processed into fertilizer, which greatly increases crop yield and
That's
quality.
dookie.
The crawl may also be used as a food source for humans, and reliably so. But due to its unkindly appearance and taste, it
Oh, yeah. You would think the unkindly appearance would leave all humans away from
has
it,
yet to
you
reach
know?
cuisine standards.
Standards!
The crawl also plays a very important role in the next creatures that we have been studying. Sometimes, in a crawl-populated environment, a node of meat may develop on one of the branches. This node will fall off and grow into a functioning organism, and go to live on as an independent animal.
Whoa. That's gotta be the coolest thing ever. It's like a seed from like a tree, like an acorn, and it just falls off, and then it's just organisms, you know?
This leads us to the upcoming species that we will be discussing. The first of these creatures are the trimmings.
What was that? Hold on.
Creatures are the trimmings.
Ooh, lore, chat. Lore. That was lore. Alright, we're back.
The trimmings.
Yeah.
Trimmings are small animals that resemble skinned raccoons. They are commonly known to have a plump body, round head,
Ugh.
small eyes, nose and ear holes, and an agape mouth.
look how
They are also
ugly,
equipped with
man.
a diversity of limbs.
Dude, if I saw that, I'm kicking it like a football.
All individual trimmings are unique, each with a different body
Same shape,
shape,
you know?
number of limbs, and other characteristics.
Oh, you're cooked.
One thing they all share in common is that they are made mostly of meat tissue, and are a maximum of 20 centimeters in length. No
Tell me they're this big? Yeah, I'm kicking the shit out of it. If I see this, I'm kicking it.
larger than a basketball. Its life starts with its separation from the crawl. It will
gonna
wonder
straight
to
up
find
do it.
anything that is edible and able to consume. Although it is an omnivore, being able to hunt meat and forage for plant matter, trimmings are almost entirely scavengers. Their diet consists of rotting plants and meat, including, but not limited to, fruits, vegetables, roots, seeds, insects, and deceased animals. Although its appearance is
Yo. Oh my god, man. How are you just gonna walk into this and just... Imagine you're just, you know... Like, what do you do? Honestly.
unsightly, it is a cowardly creature, only fleeing,
It's cowardly. Don't worry, guys, it's cowardly.
screeching, and hiding when threatened. Because of its lack of defensive traits, it lies near the bottom of the food chain, making it easily overpowered and picked off very regularly by predators.
Fair enough.
Naturally, its population would eventually die out. This is not the case.
Why?
The crawl constantly produces a large quantity of trimming nodes, keeping up their numbers. Naturally, trimmings can be found wherever there is abundant crawl. Trimmings grow at a decent pace, reaching maturity at around 7 months, having a maximum lifespan of 2 to 4 years.
Okay, I gotta note something. Why is my camera doing that? Like it flashes out, you know?
Although they are plentiful, humanity has no proper way to implement trimmings into society. Their overabundance has even considered them pests. Due to them digging through trash bins and making
Bro, they're like raccoons. Like, you just don't want them there. You
excessive
know?
noise at night. Besides all of this, some people still keep trimmings as
Tell me you keep these guys as pet. I can't even handle my own cats. How you gonna handle this thing? You put it in a dog bed too. You think it's a dog? It ain't gonna be a dog. I promise you, it ain't a dog.
pets, and relatively domesticate them.
Domesticate them.
Nuisance or not, trimmings are a wondrous creature. From their plentiful numbers to their skittish nature, they are truly a thing to behold. The next species on our list is the meat snake.
Oh, the meat snake. Oh, yeah, you're done. That's episode 2. Give it to the dog.
The meat snake.
That sounds so weird.
The meat snake is a worm-like creature, made of a variety of types of meat, coated in a transparent, skin-like membrane. Its size varies during its lifespan, depending on how much it consumes.
Yeah.
When it
That's the size of it compared to a penny. Yeah, just kill it off, you know.
first separates from the crawl, it is only a few centimeters in length. Eventually, it will reach
It's
an
like-
average length of
like
5
that
meters. Although, under extreme conditions, like natural disasters, war, or plague, it can greatly surpass this length. The meat snake's
Why you
diet
bitch out like
consists
that?
entirely of dead animals or parts. A meat snake is incapable of consuming a healthy, living organism. The meat snake allocates its food by using a tongue-like organ covered in sensors to
A tongue like. So that's where the snake comes
touch
from.
and
huh?
feel its environment. The sensors catch particles of decaying meat, notifying the meat snake that there is food nearby. This process shares many
So,
similarities
like, if my dead skin falls off, this thing could be able to find me. What?
to regular snakes, hence the meat snake's name. Once it locates the corpse, the meat snake will open its jaw and swallow the entire body whole. Once the entire body is consumed, the meat snake's stomach will release a variety of chemicals. Some will break down soft tissue like skin, and the connection points between muscles. Others chemicals will then ferment and preserve the tissue to keep it from breaking down for as long as possible. After that, the remaining flesh and bones will move along the meat snake's tract, and slowly be implemented into its own structure, extending the meat snake. Unsatisfactory parts like skulls, pelvises, hair,
Why are we referencing humans?
and fingernails will be excreted.
Oh,
Speaking of
God.
skulls, the meat snake will take the skull from the consumed organism and use it as its own.
This is uncanny as hell, bro. This is uncanny.
Each meat snake has its own
You see that? You see that right there? That meat snake. Yeah, a goddamn human. It's over.
skull, each corresponding
probably
to
ate
what
a
that one
rhino.
has consumed.
He looks like a lizard.
During its lifespan, it will swap or replace
Look at
these
that!
skulls if needed.
He
a
will
meat-
swap heads if needed. Oh my god.
Meat snake's lifespan depends entirely on how much a meat snake consumes. The longest one has lived for was 28 years.
28 years. It's crazy.
The meat snake has no predators and is immune to disease due to its preserving
Immune to disease is wild.
chemicals. The only significant ways a meat snake can die is through starvation, burning, or complete destruction of the meat snake's membrane coating.
Wow, you can't just
Interestingly,
like
the
slice
meat
it.
snake is the only member of the Carnies family that is
Get an
able to
RPG
reproduce. When a meat snake reaches an
I'll get an
excessive
RPG.
size, and is in the conditions to do so, it will commence mitosis, splitting itself in two. Then the now two meat snakes will go on their separate ways and live on as two
You're
distinct
telling me this thing can
organisms.
copy and paste?
Meat snakes can only be found in moderate temperature climates, not too hot, not too cold.
Hold on. Okay, we're good. I'm in like the dark red. I'm like right here. We're good.
Their population depends entirely on the amount of corpses available. Where there is death,
Oh, man.
there are meat snakes. Humanity will use them to our advantage. Meat snakes are a very efficient and clean way of disposing of any meat products. The preserving fluid within the meat snake's body disinfects the carrion, preventing the spread of disease. Humans use meat snakes in butcher shops as a waste bin, dispose roadkill, within war on the battlefield to dispose of festering bodies and parts,
What? You're telling me you brought this thing to battle to eat off the people that died?
and within zoos to dispose of deceased animals. They are extremely tame, not
man.
caring if any creature is around them, only acting defensively when it is within consuming a meal. This means they are very easy to tame.
Huh?
Overall,
Very easy to
meat
tame. It looks
snakes
like
are
you
a
have to
marvelous
bite my head
creature
off.
with a very interesting way of sustaining itself. It is an amazing experience to encounter one, as long as you don't mind the smell.
Don't mind the smell at all.
Our next creature is the mimic.
It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. You bring a mimic into this, you're cooked.
The mimic.
Oh man, just look at him.
The mimic is a bipedal creature with uncanny
Just look
similarities
at
to
him,
humanoid
dude.
anatomy. They
Look
greatly
at that
resemble
smile,
humans without
dude.
skin, with added exaggerated features.
That
These
smile
features
is actually
include
crazy.
extended finger length, longer limbs, bulging, empty eyes, and their most prominent feature, a wide, teeth-filled smile. Although it resembles a happy face, this is due to coincidence, and is only how their facial structure is shaped.
It hasn't reached final
The
form
maw
yet,
of the
but
mimic
guess
contains
what?
much more teeth than humans,
We
and their
gotta kill
teeth
it
is
off before it
comprised
does.
almost entirely of incisors,
Oh.
with some canine and premolars in the back.
I fell.
This tooth composition is ideal for biting down onto
Okay.
meat and swallowing chunks whole. A mature mimic's diet is comprised entirely of human flesh.
Ha!
Because of this, they are found solely around human
We're
populated
good.
areas.
We're good. We're good.
The mimic's
I'm
life
good.
cycle is made of 3 stages. In the first stage, a young mimic separates from
Yeah,
the
kill
crawl.
it off in the first
They
stage,
closely
we're
resemble
good.
their trimming relatives, but are thin, sleek, and
Oh
only have 4
my
appendages.
God,
In this
man.
stage, the young mimic will hunt small animals, moving on to larger and larger as they grow. Once large enough,
they get
it
so
will begin
coward.
metamorphosis
They're
into
like
the next
cowardly
stage of
creatures
life.
until they like.
Once fully
of
transformed,
humans,
it
you
will
know?
resemble the description mentioned in the beginning. Its hunting style changes and becomes much more complicated.
Dude,
It
look
now
at
stalks
that!
and feeds only on humans. It will locate human populated area and begin its search for an easy target.
I'm never going to.
To blend in, it may use objects to conceal
Never.
itself. These include clothing, mannequins, and furniture.
Literally
Once
a
a
mimic.
target has been found, the mimic will observe its prey and learn its routine and when it is most vulnerable. This
It
is
will
typically
learn
when the
its
human is
routine.
asleep at night. Once the prey is within position, the
Yeah.
mimic will advance silently until it is close enough. The mimic will then execute and immediately begin consumption.
Wow. What do you even do, man? You're like being stalked by this giant creature you don't even know. And then he just comes and kills you in your sleep. What do you even do about that? Honestly.
Once the mimic has had its fill,
Oh my
it will leave the
God.
scene, a fair distance away from the human population, and begin to digest its meal. Although,
this fly's about
in the
to
case that a
get some
human is
hands, I'll tell you
awake,
what.
a mimic will use a variety of sounds to either lure or startle prey into cornering themselves. Once a human is in place,
I thought that
it
was
will
actually at
swiftly
my door.
attack and kill the helpless target.
I thought that was actually at my door. Where'd my mouse go? Oh my god. Why is this on my screen? Oh. Oh my god, we got real footage. Hold on. I mean, you're just gonna shine the flashlight, he's gonna see you. Sorry for pausing. I'm just like... Oh, you're so cooked. You're so done for. my god, look at the hands! Oh my... Oh! That... Oh my god! Oh shit!
The next stage of the mimic's life cycle has two potential morphs it may develop into.
No, it's crazy, that's only the first stage.
If a mimic has a consistent supply of food, it will develop more human-like features. It will grow skin, hair, and by the end will look nearly identical to a human being. It now can blend entirely into civilization, and lure other humans more effectively. The second type of morph happens when a mimic receives an overabundance of food.
Yo, did you see
it will
his
grow into a
fingers,
larger,
man?
more evolved hunter. Its proportions will increase in length, and its humanoid features will fade away.
It's a mimic,
it grows
dude.
a thick,
Oh my
dark
God,
coating
that
of
thing's
a
the
flexible
worst thing
skin,
ever.
which is highly durable, and increases in strength the more the elder mimic consumes. This
Oh, so you just can't, like, pierce the skin anymore. So, by the time he reaches this stage, he's invincible. Wow.
excludes the face, which is now coated in a pale pink skin.
Oh,
The mimic's
the worst
teeth
thing
have
ever.
also moved deeper into the mimic's throat, leaving its mouth a toothless grin. It
Oh
uses
my
the dark
God.
hue of its skin to hide
Imagine seeing that through your window, dude.
mostly
No.
within a dark environment. Its skills have also been heightened. This makes an elder mimic one of the most efficient
Why
predators
is
on
the
the
music
planet.
so cheery?
Because of the obvious threat this poses on humanity, nations around the world have released instructions on how to be able to fend for yourself in a mimic encounter. Here are the instructions.
1. Avoid going out alone if your location is known to have mimics, or there have been mimic sightings.
Yeah.
2. If you encounter a stationary mimic, seemingly unfazed by your presence, quietly leave the location and alert your local authorities. 3.
So he's just gonna
If
let you walk
pursued by
away.
a mimic, get yourself into a position where you are able to flee. Mimics will rarely attack if a person has a clear escape route. 4.
But I feel like he's just gonna stalk you then. Like he knows where you're going. Why he's just gonna stalk you? Cause like, you know, mimics are known to known the pattern of the person that they're trying to kill. So why not? Yeah.
In the event that you have been cornered by a mimic, roll into the fetal position, protecting your neck, face, and vital organs from attack. Make as much noise as you can to alert any other people. 5. If you have a weapon, do not use it. A mimic is fairly resilient, and any strikes or
Yeah. Fairly resilient. They're basically invincible by that point.
shots on a mimic
They're
is
done.
not effective enough to bring it down in time. Instead, use it as a barrier between you and the mimic to block any attacks. 6. In a situation where a
But
mimic
like, if you got a gun, how you gonna protect yourself? You know, you just gotta get like a riot shield at that point.
is hunting in the immediate area and is not
Yeah,
aware
that's
of
a
your
great idea.
position,
You get a riot
hide
shield and
somewhere
you're
low,
good.
like under a bed or behind other furniture. A mimic will not linger too long to
Hold on,
search
hold
for
on,
prey
hold on.
and will move.
We saw the person like behind a door, and he still was managed to like get him. You know,
Move on.
dude, I got
Be
scared by the
safe,
knocking
and
sound.
avoid any encounters with a mimic at all costs. Next up, the Harvester.
Oh, the harvester. Oh, what is this? Oh no. Let's go right play out. Oh, dude, that is so bad. The crunching is so bad. Oh man, that crunching is the worst thing ever. I have a rifle and a metal pipe. Oh man. I thought someone was knocking at my door. Oh, I was about to just jump out of my chair. Okay, this is 4th episode?
The Harvester.
This is 5th episode.
The harvester is a large, bulbous mass, with a large amount of tendrils spreading from the...
Hold on, I kind of just want to, like, say something real quick. Where did these things ever come from, you know? Like, they just appeared. Like, did they come from, like, the tree or something?
the base. The bulb measures around 3 meters in height and 2 meters in...
Okay, so that's... yeah. So, it's pretty
diameter.
small.
The tendrils, on the other hand, can extend up to 150 meters in diameter.
This thing doesn't even go to 400 feet. It's
horizontally.
wow.
The harvester is a specialized form of crawl that grows in a unique and deadly way. A harvester is created when a node that will grow into a harvester
okay.
instead of
Oh, okay. So it is part of the branch.
separating, continues to grow. Eventually, it will grow tendrils of its own. It uses the energy provided by its mother branch and expands its reach further. Its tendrils, hidden just below the surface of the ground. The harvester is equipped with 2 types of specialized tendrils. The first type is bulky and flat. They lie the closest to the surface.
Look at that.
These branches are lined on each length of the tendril with spines, extending in the shape of a bear trap. On each side of the branch, those particular spines have a vein that feed into them, that pump 2 types of venom. On one side, the spines can inject a neurotoxin, which will attack the nervous system of whomever it is injected into, causing sudden paralysis.
Oh,
The
that's
other
the
side
worst
can
thing
inject
ever.
an anticoagulant, which when injected,
You know what's the worst thing about being paralyzed when a prey is eating you is that you actually feel everything.
the nervous system of whomever it is injected into, causing sudden paralysis. The other side can inject an anticoagulant, which when injected, prevents blood cells from clotting. Whenever a large animal moves across...
So, okay, let me get this straight. So it kind of helps you because there's no blood clots. You know, that's a great plus. But you're also paralyzed and you're about to get crushed by this thing.
across the area armed with these tendrils,
You're about to
the
get
branches
crushed.
will clamp onto the animal and thrash violently. Once the prey has been injected with both venoms, the tendrils will rest and the prey will immediately collapse. The animal will be unable to move due to the paralysis, and the wounds caused by the thrashing spines will not stop bleeding. All the prey can do is lie patiently
man.
until succumbing to blood loss. Once the prey has bled out, the second type of tendrils come in. They lie below the spine equipped once. These branches are thick, but very sturdy. They share similar anatomy to the small branches of the crawl, equipped with organelle that absorbs nutrients. These tendrils
Dude,
sense the
can you
blood and
imagine
move their way to the surface
getting
and
hit
begin
by
to
a
absorb the
spine,
vital
like-
fluid.
like
Once the
creature
blood has been
just
consumed, the
keep
tendrils will
bleeding out,
wrap
like,
around the
can't
body
stop
and
it.
begin to shuffle downwards. This movement loosens the soil and slowly pull the body underground. Once secure, the tendrils will continue to feed until there is nothing but scraps.
Damn.
The nourishment absorbed by the tendrils will be sucked back into the main bulb of the harvester. This bulb houses all the vital organs and the
Oh
venom
my
glands that pump
God,
into the
man.
spines. The nutrients are then converted into usable
See,
energy.
at first look, it just looks like a giant, like, kind of egg. But if you get close to it, you're screwed.
The
If you're
remains
not.
underground decompose, providing a rich soil, causing very prominent plant growth, which then attracts more animals.
Wow. it's
A
just
strange
cycle.
behavior the harvester displays as its choice of diet. The spines will only activate on larger animals, allowing smaller ones to pass by unaffected. The spines will also not activate on some species of bird. There are a couple theories as to why this happens.
So, like, pigeons? They can't attack pigeons for some reason? What?
1. It could be that attacking smaller animals would cost too much energy for what they get in return, making it not worth the time. Another could be that smaller animals may attract larger animals or predators, allowing a safe place where prey may thrive and lure more predators. It truly is astonishing.
That's good too. Yeah.
Although it is a spectacular creature, it is also very dangerous. The harvester is decently rare, only populating sparse areas in the north.
I'm in it. I'm done. Oh my god, I'm cooked. I'm literally right here.
Northern hemisphere and woodland forests. If you are stung by a harvester, there will be no way of helping you, being that there is.
Wow. Even the announcer says like, there's no way you can escape from it. You're cooked. You're just dead. Like you're gonna be eaten by
no
this
cure,
thing. You're gonna
and fatality is 100% positive.
Wow.
The best thing you can do is avoid encountering a harvester in the first place.
True.
If you are hiking, take note of any warnings or signs saying that there are harvesters around. If you also notice an abundance of lush, ground-dwelling plants in a forested area, and there are no signs of wildlife, this is suspicious and you should leave the area, staying close to
What? It could be like hunters.
the base of large trees or rocks. If you find yourself in the middle of a harvester ground, do not panic. Sudden movements may activate the tendrils and will inject you. Although a harvester is rather forgiving, do not risk any skittish movements. Remain calm. If you have any objects with considerable heft, like coats, backpacks, or full water bottles, gently take that object and lightly toss it towards the bulb, and away from your escape route. This will activate the spines on where the object lands, distracting the bulb for a moment. You will then slowly begin to do wide shuffles away from the bulb. If possible, throw another object when you are certain you are a fair enough distance away, just to be safe. Continue until you are completely sure you are out of harm's way. You may come out unscathed, but don't be too obnoxious, or you will be a harvester's next meal.
True.
Next up is the host.
The host. The host. Depends if Benjamin has 20 hours and he can get mod.
The host of influence.
Host of influence.
The host of influence, more commonly referred to as the host, has its name
Dude,
derived
not
from a
another
host who invites
human-like
guests to an
creature,
event.
man.
Not to be confused with a host, a harborer of parasites or disease. The host is a semi-humanoid looking organism. It has the structure of a head, torso, and arms. Other than this, it shares no.
His torso is right here.
The host is a semi-humanoid looking organism. It has the structure of a head, torso, and
Oh, never mind.
arms. Other than this, it shares no other characteristics.
My bad.
The lower half of the host is comprised of a mass of fibrous tissue and tendrils that burrow into the ground to hold the
it's
host
like
in place.
Like a human coming out of the ground.
Instead of skin, the host is covered in
No.
muscular tissue fibers,
No.
tendons, and veins. In some parts of the body are covered in a meaty plate, used to
But he
cover
can't
any
move,
large
right?
exposed areas,
He
but
can't
allowing
move?
movement.
Like he has
The
to
host
say
head
that,
has
right?
a smooth surface where the face should be, attached to a crooked neck, which houses a slit in the front used for feeding. On the host's back is a mound of pores. Protruding from these pores are hollow, hair-like structures, extending outwards. These hairs are barrels that release spores produced within host's body by being fired into the air.
This is kind of like a long, like,
These spores are hazardous,
analog
so
torso.
keep clear of them at all
I might have to do
costs.
this in parts.
Luckily, the host is rare, only found
Oh,
in
thank
North
God.
America.
Oh, I'm safe. Thank God. I'm good. I'm good.
Obtaining info about the host is a very risky and daunting task. This is because of their rarity and of how dangerous it is to be up close to one.
Why?
The sores released by a host is very dangerous when inhaled. A host will release a cloud of spores into the air, which will be picked up
Oh my god, that's awful.
by wind and carried great distances. If an organism inhales the spores, the particles will find their way into the organism's brain
Into the brain. Got it.
and infect them. An infected organism will show no symptoms of infection right away, but a couple hours after infection the infected organism's behavior and thought process will change. The first symptoms that appear are restlessness, sluggish movement, numbness
I got both of these right here. I got the first two. I'm already infected, my god.
of joints, and lack of coordination. Then more serious symptoms appear over time. These include dizziness, migraines, impaired speech, and tremors.
That's another one.
If you, or someone you know show these symptoms, contact poison control or emergency services. After a total of 6 to 7 hours after infection, the organism will cease all activities they were previously doing and begin to walk. The direction the infected will walk is towards the host whose spores have been inhaled by the infected individual.
Oh my god.
If the infected
That genuinely...
makes their way to the host, they will
That
kneel down
actually
in
got
front of
me
it,
too.
expose their vital organs, and the host will promptly gut and remove those organs.
Damn!
The host will consume them and discard the leftover scraps.
This thing can move? This thing can move. It's over.
However, if an infected organism doesn't reach the host within a 36-hour span or is treated for their infection, the effects will
could
wear
just
off and
lock
return
doors.
back to normal. If a host is unable
Oh, it's like a time period kind of thing. So only in this kind of like time period can you heal them before they're dead.
to find prey or doesn't like its current location, it will unroot itself and move to a new location.
It can unroot itself. Wow. Oh,
Their
man.
scarce numbers and the hazard of being around one makes getting info about the host very daunting. All you need to currently know is that the host is extremely dangerous and should be avoided at all costs. Next, the monoliths.
The monolith. It's another like human-like creature. I love how we went from this to this. By the way. Okay, we're gonna end it on 7. Whoa. Actually, I want to see that lore piece.
Next, the monoliths.
Hold on, let's yeah. I clicked out of it. Dude, I had it. I had it. Damn, it flashed on the screen for a second. I'm pretty sure I could just watch it in the VOD. Okay, so when we come back to this, we're on 7, alright? That is the worst thing ever. Yo, anyone else hate J-Slat? J-Slat? I hate that guy so much. I hate him. What else we gonna do? I don't know what else to do. Or do we just go back to what we were watching? Oh my god. 3 million notes. Hold on.
Let's check it. Let's check this out, man.
3 million notes.
Eye of God, V2.
It's only 6 minutes, so We got time.
I know a song that has this eye on FNF that I played. It's Copomania, and I couldn't pass the song because the game FPS went to 0 when I was trying to play it, so I was failing. Oh my god, the screw speed.
Wow.
Oh my god, I can barely see it. Wait, the notes are RGB.
crap.
That's pretty nice. Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys can tell that the quality of this song is not the best. Okay, for now we good.
For now.
Oh shit.
You're not gonna be good for very long.
Okay, that's really fast now. 100 notes rendered.
100. The fact that 100 notes can flash that quick is insane.
What? What's this?
500 notes!
Bro, I think there's like 2,000 notes per second here.
Oh my god!
Not even more.
Wow!
Bro, oh my god. Oh my god, now, bro.
Oh my god! You can
It never
can't
stops,
even
dude.
see the arrows. At that point, you're
Oh, I can
just
see
done.
the notes per second on the bottom. 1,000 notes per second. Like,
wow! That's not even music at that point. That's just screaming in your ears.
bro, it looks like a long note. That's crazy. Bro, the peak notes per second was 3,000.
Yo.
Look at that, it looks like a long note.
Oh my god, I thought that was a long note too. That's one note individually. Oh my god.
Look at that, it looks like a long note.
Oh my god. It's one note individually.
Damn. How many notes per second? 4,000! 4,000 notes per second, is that it? Oh my god.
Wow.
Man, the mod is using 9 gigabytes of RAM. Jesus Christ.
9 gigabytes of RAM is insane.
Bro, 4,000 notes per second, what the hell was that?
True.
I think the PC is not lagging because it's bot play. So for some reason when the bot is playing, the game doesn't lag.
Wow.
Bro, it got worse, don't tell me. Oh my god, 13,000. It's just a beep.
Yeah, it's just a beat. 2,000 notes. Oh my
52,000
God.
notes per second. What? I never saw anything like that.
Wow.
Bro, what? Wait, how much time does it take to chart such thing, man?
No way.
How much time it takes to you to place 3 million notes, man? Look at that, 52 notes per second.
At least the audio is a bit quieter on this end. Never mind, that is not quieter.
What the hell is this?
That hurts. Oh my god! Yo, rip to all headphone users, man. Dude. Oh my god.
Oh, it's changing the scroll speed so the game don't crash. I think that's it.
Dude, it's using up all the memory.
Bro, that's my reaction. I'm like, what the hell?
Look at, yeah.
I think it's over.
Look at the memory top left.
There's more than 3 million notes on this shit. It's around 3,400,000 notes. Oh my god. Jesus
Marshmallow
Christ,
murder?
man.
Oh man.
I think that's the most crazy stuff in FNF, right?
It's gotta
It has to be the most crazy stuff,
It's
man.
gotta
Oh, we gotta
be.
add AliExpress.
There's no way it could be any crazier than that. Okay, we're gonna try Roblox. But man, I can't even. It's gonna lag real quick. My computer is. Ugh! I almost had him. I almost had that fly. Are we lagging? I'm gonna guess we're lagging. Be honest with me. My mom just texted me. That's her full name. You got doxxed. I'm not gonna lie. She messaged me, cool stream. Amazing. Yo, W mom real quick. No lag? I beg to differ. I beg to differ. When I see it lagging on Streamlabs, I know it's bad. Hold on. Camera's dead. Hold on. No, the camera glitched. Oh, dude. Stream's over, man. No! No! GG, man. Why does the camera glitch? Why? Why does it do that? Let me try this. Yeah, that form actually is crazy. Dude. Well, I guess it would have been. Yeah. You know what? Use different cam? I literally have no different cam. This is literally the best cam I've got. There's no way it's not laggy. Oh, yeah, it's over. Ooh, come here. It's over. We're gonna go paper. Oh my god, look how laggy it is. We're gonna get rid of that. Alright, let's see if we can cook this guy in laggy. Ooh, 3 and 3. Alright. Get to go first. Am I here? Yo, hello? Hold on. Did I get hit? I think I did. I don't even know what just happened. The fish shell's blank. Did he hit me? I don't even know. So judging at the 5th blank, yeah. Are you kidding me? I can't believe that the face cam broke and my audio broke. I can't believe that. I'm dead. Oh! You're cooked. Dude, I can't believe this. See, it's like a... Let's go window mode. Is he handing it to me? Oh, you're fried. This is a bullet. You dummy. Dude, no way. I can't believe I slammed my desk so hard that my face cam and audio broke. I can't believe that. 2 live, 3 blank. Alright. I can't believe that. Oh, is it loud? Turn that down a little bit. There we go. Oh man, you suck. You know it's a blank too. Oh! After this PS5 Roblox stream? Nah. Nah. I think... Okay, we're gonna pass it to him since I hit him. Bro's name is FaZe. No way. Yes! Alright. He does have a switcher though. I need a switcher. Oh man! If I hit him here, he's gonna switch and hit me. Unless he's forgotten the bullet count, which I don't think. Dude. I mean, I guess I'll take the hit. I guess I will. Oh my god. I just broke everything. Dude, it's so laggy. I can tell on my end that it's laggy as ever for you guys. He has candles? Where'd you pull that from, buddy? You pulled that out of your booty, huh? Come on. There you go. Oh my god. This quickly went badly, dude. I'm dead. Wow. That's it for the bullets, right? Yeah, that should be it. Oh! Never mind. That was weird. Alright. Oh, nobody gets to go first. Because I hit him last. Oh, dude. This whole stream is ruined. And my computer is on fire, by the way. This is why I need that PC as soon as possible. Is it my turn? No, it's your turn. What you doing, buddy? What's he doing? What's he doing? Is bro calculating in his head? What is he doing? Oh, there you are. I'm dead. It's 3-3. What has Burner got for me, man? The second shell's blank. So this should be the second shell. I get to hit him for 2, and we might win this. Come on, pick it up. No way. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not allowing this. I'm not allowing this. You just hit me. You just hit me. GG. I would love to have used the reverse if Burner didn't lie to me. Burner just lied to me. Whatever. Burner lied to me, said the second bullet was not a live round. And he picks it up and he just shoots me. I'm doxxed. Oh. Oh. He literally just shot. The stream's over, dude. Face cam broke. Everything broke this stream, including my sanity. Oh, man. It's over. PS5 stream? No, we're done. We're cooked. The stream's on. Oh, man. I just cracked my knee. It's over. Oh, man. I'll see you later, man. What a terrible stream. That just